Basement Dwellers, hosted by your boys Jacob Santoro and Christian Talone.
You're blabbering about unnecessary stuff. Cut it out.
Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe button to get all the updates from the channel too.
Tell me what your hand's doing over that button first.
But for now, just loud shout and kick back, cause I got a fresh one right here delivered to your speakers. Lock in.
Alright.
Happy New Year on 3. 1, 2, 3. Happy New Year, everybody. Welcome to the Basement Dwellers. It's episode I've lost count at this point. I am Jacob, and this is Christian. And once again, you have made it all the way around the sun to celebrate with us. Another another new year.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel much different.
Nope.
Yep. All right, episode's over.
I just feel weird
Yeah.
because it's like I was gonna try to like make a joke about not ruining the magic,
Yeah.
about how this definitely isn't 10 minutes after the Christmas episode.
Why would you say that, man? Come on, dog.
Because it is. It's funny.
But they don't know that.
You're right. I'm sorry. Forget what I said.
Now I'm going to have to do an awkward 30-second censor.
Or you could just not.
I'm trying to run a show here.
Yeah.
A legitimate business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. Everyone knows TV shows do that too.
I'm just saying, like, you don't want to ruin the magic. I want them to think that, wow, they work hard.
Let's get a picture of this. Jacob's comically large glass of sangria.
It's New Year's. We're celebrating.
I'm not. I'm celebrating with a good old can, a cactus cooler.
You want to go run and grab a Voodoo Ranger?
I mean, I could.
Yeah, go ahead.
Where are they?
Bottom.
They're in the fridge?
Yeah, on the bottom right.
All right. And now here's Jacob.
But they're not twist off, so remember that. Okay.
All right.
All right.
There you go. Keep them entertained while I go lubricate.
Of course, folks. Oh, we'll move the camera or move the fucking. Well, get up and then move it back. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. Awesome, folks. It has been another year, and I hope that something off of your list has been accomplished. Whether it be a new job, more money, more TikTok followers, perhaps maybe a new animal, a new baby, perhaps a new car, a new friend, a new girlfriend, boyfriend, or they/them partner. I hope that you have accomplished it. As I mentioned in the intro to this episode, my name is Jacob, and you are joining me and Christian tonight. It has been a solid year, I gotta say. A lot has happened. New home, a lot cooler stuff. Unfortunately, my producer / co-host is in the kitchen grabbing himself a cerveza, which you could probably hear in the. Oh my god! All right, we're back. We're good.
You know how many can openers we have?
How many?
Like a lot.
Really?
Bottle openers at least.
Well, that's good, right? Now, Christian, what are you drinking this New Year's celebration?
I was drinking cactus cooler, and then you wanted me to drink a beer. So.
First of all, I never said want or made. I just told you there was some if you wanted some. We good?
Yeah.
All right. Happy New Year, buddy.
Happy New Year, buddy.
This doesn't feel as grandiose as the last one, but I think it's because I got actual props for the last one.
We were also pretty drunk.
Dude,
the last one.
You know what? Can I be real with you?
Huh.
I look so much fatter.
Good.
I feel like I look better.
Yeah.
Do I?
Yeah.
Got stronger.
Good.
You know, I did 7 push-ups the other day. I did.
Okay.
I did. That's
Good,
pretty.
buddy.
It's pretty
Good.
impressive. Yeah.
Good for you.
I bet you I could do them right now.
Yeah.
No.
On camera?
What?
You gonna show us your progress on camera?
No. I don't think I could do it. Now I'm scared.
Now I feel like you're lying.
How many push-ups can you do?
25?
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
Right now.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. Yes.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. What the fuck is this?
Full push-ups all the
Yes.
way down. 25.
25.
25.
25. 2-5, Jacob. You did this when I was showing you how I could curl the fucking what was it? The 105, and you didn't believe me. And then I did it, and you were like, "You can't do 10 reps of those." And I was like, "Yes, I can." And then I did it, and then you did it. You did 3.
I think you're full of shit.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you gonna make me prove it right now?
Do you want to prove it right now?
Not really, but
Okay, so then
if
don't.
you want me to prove it, I will.
So then don't.
Why do you think I'm full of shit? Why would I lie about that?
I'm not trying to say it facetiously. I'm just saying I don't think you can do 25.
I've been able to do 25 since high school.
When's the last time you did 25?
Maybe a month ago?
That was a month ago.
It was a month ago.
You've
I'll
had-
give you that. It was a month ago.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't worked out a lot recently because I have a girlfriend who feeds me a lot. And
Oh, is that what it is?
then, yeah.
Oh, that's what it is?
I'm telling you, I'll still be able to do 25.
You won't be able to do 25.
Oh my God.
You want to settle this right now?
I don't want to.
I know you're in a shirt that's not very breathable.
I know. I got my nice silk shirt that my baby got me. What?
Your baby got you?
Yeah.
It's a nice shirt.
Are you gonna give me shit about having a girlfriend?
No, I have one too. I just don't think you can do 25 push-ups.
Fucking bitch.
Another year around the sun. Another year Christian cannot do 25 push-ups.
Wow.
Yeah, but no, you look good.
I'll do 25 after this episode. And
Well,
then-
no, because no one's gonna believe it. What am I gonna say? I did it.
No, you'll just say in the next episode, you'll be like, all right, Christian did 25 push-ups.
I could lie. I'm just saying
Oh,
we'll have to have a fitness off here sometime soon.
you want to have a fitness off?
Yeah, I mean, I just to challenge myself.
You want to fit me off, Jacob?
I would love to fit you off. Speaking of that, I saw Barbie for the first time. Great movie.
I also saw-
Phenomenal movie. I understand what the premise of the movie was about, but I love the simptitude that Ken brought to the movie.
Simptitude.
Yeah, I invented that. My New Year's resolution was to invent a new word.
Simptitude.
Yeah. You like it?
Yes.
It was a good movie.
I just watched it like like 2 days ago, and I liked it. I feel like women get too much recognition.
Oh my God. New Year, same Christian.
I'm
yeah.
just kidding. No, I was gonna say I feel like the Mattel Corporation people,
Yeah.
were kind of pointless to the entire
You know
movie.
what's funny is that you say that is like I agree, and like Will Ferrell's character in that movie definitely felt very Tim and Eric.
Yeah,
Like it just
it's
was
kind of
like,
like goofy and
yeah,
off.
like you could have made it better.
My favorite part of the movie though was when, remember how in the beginning they were like, "Oh, actually, let's not show Midge because she was discontinued in the '80s."
Yeah,
And then like when Will Ferrell like pops out of like the little thing and then he looks at Midge and he's like, "Ah!"
I actually found out from Courtney that actually was a Barbie
Yeah.
that had a baby in her,
Yeah.
and you could just pop out her belly and just take it out.
Yeah,
That's weird.
that's why they discontinued her.
And then yeah, there was the other one that like you just pull her arm down and her tits get bigger.
What?
Yeah, that was in the movie.
Really?
Yeah, it was
I
like
don't- I don't remember that part.
all the discontinued Barbies, and one of them was like she had like inflatable breasts.
That's awesome.
That's pretty funny. I liked Alan. Alan's probably my favorite part of the whole movie.
I like how he's just confused in the background the whole time.
Yeah, he's just yeah. No, it was a great movie. What did you accomplish this year that was different from last year? Come on,
I don't know.
come on.
What?
I'm not asking you to like put you on the spot. I'm like, if there's not one thing that you were like, oh, I did it this year.
Oh, I got a girlfriend.
No, come on. I knew you were gonna say that. Come-
That's the only thing that's like majorly different this year than last year.
All right,
Well, I mean, okay, let's see what a good job Jacob did.
I lost 35 pounds.
Lost 35 pounds. What else?
I took photography jobs.
The photography jobs.
I worked on 2 corporate videography jobs. I started going to the gym consistently.
Are you done trying to make me feel like a piece of shit? Or are you just
Well, I mean, come on. There's not one thing that you did that was.
not really done.
Well, that's your fault. That's your fault. You know what? Let's make Christian feel better. Email tbdmanchild@gmail.com to tell him what you did this year that he didn't do. You dress nice, sir.
I dress nicer.
Yeah, you got some nice clothes. Your hair's looking good.
I'm kind of not happy with my hair right now.
Why?
There's like a lengthening issue. Like I did something weird on the top. I don't know. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Oh man, I didn't mean to make you feel bad.
That's all right.
Why are you being like that?
I'm just acknowledging that my life's probably as good as it's gonna get right now. you know,
Oh,
and
stop. What is your goal for 2024?
To cry less.
Really?
To cry less because stuff is going so bad.
It is going bad. I'm so broke, dude. I'm so fucking poor. Every year I make more money and it's like I have to spend more money. I spend more than I make.
No, but on the real though, I am happier with like my PRs with working out.
Good. Yeah, we did a good job as a collective. The whole house.
Yeah.
We did a really good job. You look good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I could tell. Okay, but for real, like you're my. I mean, I'm my biggest critic, but you're definitely like right underneath it. Do I look different?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
What'd you say the other day? My shoulders. My shoulders look good. My delts been looking sweet.
I don't remember, but there was a day recently where I did say like.
Shout out to Sam Sulik.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. He just coached me through this whole thing. Dude, what a genius premise for a YouTube channel. I mean, we really got to give recognition to Sam Sulik, the 22-year-old roided out guy who is the most wholesome, gentle giant that just teaches you how to lift and he eats like garbage and he'll probably be dead by 33. Yeah, dude, he yeah, it's not sustainable.
I saw a video of him diving
Mm-hmm.
the other day, and that was weird. That dude is
He's very athletic.
that dude is so skinny in the face that seeing him on a diving board doing like a professional dive was very odd
Yeah, and he killed it.
to see because he's huge.
Yeah.
Are you gonna fucking? Are you done?
I'm looking up something to talk about for the show. Keep talking. I'm sorry.
I can't. I'm just watching you. I can't do it.
All right, I'm done.
All right, he's done. Jacob, take it away.
No, you were talking. We've had a few drinks. I'm sorry. It's the New Year's episode. I'm sorry. Continue.
All I was saying was that he looked really weird jumping off a high dive.
I'm starting to get old enough to where I'm getting jealous, even though I know he's not natural.
Yeah,
I'm like, I wish I looked like a monster, dude.
just get on trend, dude.
You know, I've watched a lot of videos about it, and nobody, unless you're Rich Piana, who's dead, by the way, doesn't recommend it. Even Ronnie Coleman was like, "Don't do it." Like,
I mean, you got $100.
yeah,
Go to Mexico. You'll get a year's worth.
I'm worried about when you stop.
Yeah.
That's the thing, because like people will be like, my 4-week cycle on trend, and they look good, and they stop, and they just feel like shit.
I mean, it's drugs.
Maybe I'll just like try to convince my doctor to give me like a bunch of tests.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do it like naturally. Well, that's not
I
natural.
hope it
but
works. I hope you don't just get really pimply and greasy.
you know what? I don't even care. I know, right? I'm already starting to get that too. And it's because of the gym. I'm getting really pimply and greasy.
Yeah.
Because I be sweating now. I don't even care if I look like, what's his name? Eddie Strongman.
Eddie Hall?
Yeah. I don't even care if I look like that. I just want to be able to lift a car. You know what I'm saying?
Are you saying you don't care if you look like Eddie Hall?
No, I'm saying like, because you know, it's like a lot of people will go to like the gym.
Are you
and-
saying like it's a bad thing to look like Eddie Hall?
No, I'm not saying it's a bad thing to look like Eddie Hall. I'm just saying that like a lot of people look for the definition as opposed to the strength. So it's like I don't like the definition would be sweet. Don't get me wrong, but like I mean,
I disagree. I honestly think people go for more for strength now. Don't get me wrong. Like a lot of people do go for like definition, but I feel like those people aren't like trying to work out. They're just trying to look nice. You know?
all right, let's make a bet right now.
Yeah.
Basement Dwellers 2024.
Uh-huh.
I am at the time of this recording 275 pounds.
I don't even know where I'm at right now.
You want to go weigh yourself real quick?
Kind of scared.
Okay,
I'll go weigh myself.
you're gonna get up twice this episode.
I'm nervous, dude. I'm nervous because like last time I weighed myself, I was at 199.
You're at 199.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be real with you. I thought you were much fatter than that.
I did too. I might be more right now. That's why I'm kind of.
I'm gonna say right now. So while he's gone, we currently have an exclusive. Right now, we have Christian Talone, co-host of the Basement Dweller, currently weighing himself. Deduct like 2 pounds because you're clothes. I'm gonna say, don't lie. I'm gonna say that Christian currently resides at 209. I'm gonna say 209. Don't lie to me on our friendship. Don't you lie to me. Hold on. Don't yell it. Don't yell it. Just stand on it. Did you get it? Yeah. Okay. Don't lie to me. But wait till you get back on the mic. Okay, he's coming back right now. This is huge. All right. Go ahead and get ready. Put your headphones back in.
I'm not putting my headphones in.
Put your
I'm not putting them in.
Okay, what do you got?
202.
Okay, 202. All right, so what's your target weight?
I'd like to be like 160.
160.
165.
That's little.
Yeah,
That's little.
not for me.
For you, yeah. You're like what?
5'5".
That's little. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. What do we look up?
I think the average
Healthy
size, the average weight for the
weight.
average size man is 185.
4, 5, 5, male. Oh, it's so sad. All these are female. Poor girls. Oh, okay. So for males, 122 to 150 pounds. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to be 165 muscle.
I want to be 215, which is still big for my height. I'm only 5, like 10 and a half. Like,
So that means we both got about what, like 60 pounds to lose.
you want
each?
to do a year long, like,
Like progress?
yeah.
We can do that.
Want to do that? All right, we got to make it good. So, okay. I'm not going to put you at 160 because to lose 49 pounds just with the life that we live, you're busy. You got work, you got a kid, you got a
I mean,
lady.
you're trying to lose 60 pounds.
I'm not going to get there at all. I'm just saying. I'm going to, that's what I want, but that's not my target goal for 2024.
So do you want to just average it out? And
I'll
just
put you at 175.
I was going to say average it out and we'll just do. Wait, you don't think I did lose 40 pounds in a year?
I'm not saying that you couldn't. I'm just saying I'm not going to put that expectation on you because you got a lot of stuff going on.
Well, yeah, but that's the point of a target.
Okay, so do you want to claim yours at 160?
Do you want to? Are you trying to like even it out to where we're both losing the same amount of weight?
No, because we're two different people with two different sizes. So I'm saying like it's not so much like a who can lose the most weight. I'm saying so much like who can reach like the goal. Like what would you be willing to gamble weight wise? Like that for a
Like,
fact
are we doing a competition?
we can for fun. It's not like a, for fun. So
What would I be willing to gamble weight wise? What does that mean?
So like what could you comfortably say by this time next year? So we'll say December 31st of 2024.
Comfortably. So I lost about 25 pounds, 25 to 30 pounds. Just kind of just changing my lifestyle, like not really actively trying to lose weight, but just kind of eating a little better and eating a little less. I lost like around 30 pounds. 'Cause I used to be like, when I was at the car dealership, I was like 230.
That was your biggest.
That's my biggest.
Yeah.
I was like 235. So now I'm at 202, which is still around like where I was because I was, what did I say before, 199.
I would say that was right
So that's probably
about
just all
like
my poop and food in my belly.
that was about like before the arc of like the hardest part of your life was like 202. And then you gained a bunch of weight.
Yeah. So if I'm at my like cruising temperature right now and I'm trying to just lose weight, I think another like 35 pounds would be easy.
Okay, so you're 202 right now?
I mean, we could say just 200 just to be safe.
Okay, so we'll call it 200. So
Flat
that would put you at
200.
270, or that would put you at 175. So you think between now,
That'd be 25 pounds.
so 165.
If I was to lose 35, yeah.
So you think between now and December 31st, 2024, you, Christian Talone, will be at 165. Would
I
you
think I
wait?
could.
Would you wager that?
I'd wager that.
Okay. I feel like I don't want to say the same because I feel like because I'm bigger than you, I can lose that weight quick. So I feel like I have the disadvantage of having to lose more because even if I lose 35 pounds,
You
I'm
said you're
still
at
at
270?
I'm at 275. So I would be at 230 if I was to match that weight, which would be 20 pounds away from my goal.
That's good.
I think I could do it, right? I mean, I feel like that just comes from just like a steady exercise regimen and
It's
just
really just, if you want to get down to, what'd you say, 230, 235? I think you could do that just by being just generally more active and eating a little better.
and a little less.
Like, I think your New Year's resolution should be to cut out fast food altogether.
That's a big one.
That's hard,
That's a
but
big one.
I do notice that you eat more fast food than the average person.
Oh, for sure. Look at me.
Yeah.
Fucking huge.
But, like, I think, I mean, I get it, like, every once in a while.
You know what? I think I got to have a vice.
Sure.
I think the thing that I would miss most is I would miss fast food, but I would just miss cheeseburgers. But I got 1,000 vices. You know me. I got 1,000 fucking vices. If I can moderate it, but still enjoy this as my empty calories, I think I can do it.
Okay.
I think. That's not a bad one.
Yeah.
Because You know what it is? You know what pisses me off is it's more of a commitment to just making the food. I have the food, but on my lunch break, I'll just fucking go to fucking Jack in the Box.
Yeah.
But I have the food, right? And I work from home, so when we think about it, there's no excuse,
Right.
And you know my work schedule, you know what I mean? So it's like I could totally fucking do it. That's tough. To hear it out loud is tough. Like and this is a fat thought. Like to hear out loud, like no more fast food. You're done.
Yeah.
That's tough.
It's kind of scary. I mean, if you're going to do it, like how often would you say you eat fast food a week?
3 times a week.
Average 3 times a week?
Now.
Okay. So I would say, why don't you just try to do it every 2 weeks, once every 2 weeks?
Like I get 3 fast food visits every 2 weeks.
Like do it like this. Like you set your PRs and stuff for the week, right?
No.
Or for the 2 weeks. And then by the end of that 2 weeks, you have to meet all of your PRs. And if you've met all your PRs, then you can have a cheeseburger.
You know what might be some real accountability?
Huh.
I think moving into 2024, the Basement Dwellers have a weekly weigh-in.
I would do that.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
You know, you were so good with like, I know, I mean, and this is water under the bridge shit where I really do appreciate getting any kind of emotion out of you. And the fact that you were just like, oh, I was afraid you were going to never talk to me again. But like, I mean, you really did kind of spark the, I mean, for real. I mean, like, you know, so it did work, you know, just, you were just like, hey man, like you say you want to do all this stuff.
Yeah.
So do it. Now let's be real. I mean, like with my previous life.
Well, the reason I was so worried about it is because in the past you've mentioned that you don't like when people make comments about your weight.
Right.
You know, especially me. You said it hurts your feelings a lot.
Right.
You know, and then I would hear you all the time being like, oh, I can't do that because I'm fat. You know, or like you'd walk upstairs and be like, sorry, I'm out of breath, I'm fat. You know, you just make a lot of jokes like that. And then like I sent you a TikTok of some like kind of beefy.
Oh, the hammer workouts.
He was like a hammer workout guy, but he was like a buff guy, but he was also kind of pudgy.
Yeah.
You know, and then you were like, man, I wish I looked like that. I was like, you can absolutely look like that.
Yeah.
You know, like, because that guy's not even skinny. That guy's just big.
So here's what I'm thinking. We do weekly weigh-ins. So this is starting at the end of New Year's.
Okay.
Okay. So this is 2024 Basement Dwellers. We'll put that scale
Yeah.
here.
Okay.
Okay. So I think that starting the episode. So what would that be? So let's see. This episode's going to come out. We have Christmas, which will come out Friday the 22nd. And then we have New Year's that'll come out Friday the 29th. Okay. So Friday the 5th is our first episode of the 2024 year.
Okay.
So I think that each episode starts with a weigh-in.
Yeah.
Right there, right? Okay. Then I think because we do have days off together, and this is where I'm going to challenge you because I know that your sleep schedule is very erratic because of your son, because of your girlfriend, because of your job.
Yeah.
I think that you should start coming to the gym with me because I do have the membership that allows a +1.
Okay.
I know you get a lot of stuff done when you're in your room by yourself at night, but I think that you're limited because of the amount of equipment you have.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think that you do get a lot of like the fat burning stuff out of the way unless you're doing like core and stuff like that. But I think that maybe even before the show, we should go together, which is kind of cheating because I mean to go really hard before the show for the weigh-in. I mean you're essentially
We're both just like yeah, well, you know.
yeah, but I'm saying like that's a sweet goal.
Yeah, no, and then incorporating it with like the show kind of gives us, like you said, like some accountability.
Yeah.
And I do think the weekly weigh-in thing is a good idea because then it's like, you know, it's like we're keeping an eye on it, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm all for that. I think that's a great idea.
All right, cool. It's gonna be tough
It is.
because I'm stationary
And we're
all day.
definitely gonna have days or weeks where we're like
Bad.
stuck at the same week.
Oh, for sure.
Or same weight.
We're gonna
or
be bad.
Might even like gain a couple extra pounds. But
Yeah, that's gonna be tough too.
that's gonna suck.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough too. But I think okay. So what are we gonna call it right now? Because as of next week, this is gonna be documented on the internet forever. So you're calling it 165.
Yeah. That's where I want to be.
I'll call it 230.
230.
230.
Okay.
All right.
So that's what? That's 35 pounds for me.
And that's about 35 pounds for me.
Okay, so each of us are trying to lose
35 pounds.
30-ish pounds.
Which, for a lot of people who are like, you know, fitness people, they're like, oh, dude, no problem. But let's keep in mind, like, we can talk.
This is going to be your everyman documentation of how you can lose weight. Because truth is, most of you guys don't have time to go to the gym, right? So me and Jacob are going to go with his Planet Fitness fucking membership.
Yeah.
And my weights that I have in my room. And we're going to go on cute little walks and shit and see how much weight we can lose.
Yeah, man. I think that'd be sweet.
I think so too.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it's a good plan.
I just want to be so full of ourselves, dude.
Oh, yeah, dude, me too.
Yeah.
It's funny. My girlfriend, she's like, don't get skinny. I'm like, oh, I won't. Trust me, I won't.
No, dude, come on, man. No. Yeah. I don't care about being skinny. I just want to be strong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Plus, we're still in the age group that, like, our test is pretty good if we allow it to be.
I think, honestly, you would look fine if you just lost your belly.
Yeah.
And same with me. Honestly.
Well, like you said the other day, it's like you see.
You
the
have
develop-
definition in like you're just like me, dude. You have definition in like the bust.
the top. Yeah.
Yeah. In the bust, but then like right under the tits, it just,
Right.
you know, you got a fucking spare tire, just like me. You know, so.
I do need to cut back drinking to like treats
What do you
because I love to have a treat. My mom just sent me a text for a tattoo.
You mean drinking like alcohol?
Yeah.
Oh. I mean, I don't know. I don't really miss drinking alcohol that much. Like even this beer, I'm kind of like meh. But
I like it just because it tastes good.
I only drink like for like occasions, you know, like if we have someone over who we're gonna drink with, that's fine. If we go to a bar, that's fine. If we're going to a party, that's fine. I don't like to drink just to drink. I don't like just having beers unless I'm like doing yard work or something like that. Then I love a beer, but you know, just to drink, I'm not really big on it. So I don't know. Maybe
yeah, that's gonna be hard for me.
yeah.
I just love the taste. That's it. Like I would drink. I don't even need the buzz. I just want like give me an old Duels. I'll drink that.
Well, it'll still make you fat.
Oh, it will. And that's what I'm saying. Like that's
Why
like
don't you switch to like seltzer water?
well, so that's what Sarah was saying. So it's just like there's no such thing as zero sugar
Right.
for alcohol. It's alcohol.
Right.
So I'm not picky on that either. So it's like normally I do, you know, vodka sodas.
Was Benji looking at his balls?
I know, dude. What balls?
What balls?
We do, you know, vodka sodas. We do White Claws and stuff like that. Yeah, but I mean, it defeats the purpose when you're drinking 45 of them.
Yeah.
You know, so it doesn't matter. It's just the only difference is now you can drink more, but be in your calorie
And
deficit.
you can absolutely have beer.
Yeah.
You know, you could drink beer while you're trying to lose weight or trying to get buff. Like it'll even help you a little bit, as long as you're not doing it all the time.
Yeah.
You know, but like like again, like with on your cheat day after 2 weeks, every 2 weeks, if you want to have, I know you don't do it at the same time, but if you want to have that day you have a cheeseburger, and then later that day you have just a big mug of beer, like. Yeah. That's not gonna kill you. It's not gonna hurt
I
you.
feel like eventually it's gonna. You know what I imagine is like July and we're doing good, and it's like it's like we're gonna have like a night out, or you know what the big one for me is fucking football season. I love to have 50 beers while I watch the Raiders lose. Actually, did I tell you? Oh, I definitely told you about dude. Shout out to the Raiders, by the way, earning the most points in franchise history against the fucking Chargers. My grandfather is rolling over in his grave right now as a fucking Chargers fan. We won 21-63.
Yeah.
This is like the Dice Art football team all over again, bro. It was the best night of my life. I got fucking hammered.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. But no, I agree. It's booze is gonna be the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Just saying, like, you know what, like, just not tonight.
I think because like I'm similar. I'm the same way with soda, right? I need soda. I don't know why. Like at a very young age, I got
it's
addicted
bad,
to
dude.
soda. Right? I love it so much, you know. And I'm trying to do better. Like,
What about Coke Zeros?
That's what I'm saying. Like I forced myself to get a taste for diet sodas.
Yeah.
Right? Because I always hated diet soda. I'm like, it doesn't taste the same. It tastes like someone's cough. You know. So. I've been drinking more like Diet Pepsis and stuff, and I do notice that when I drink Diet Pepsis, I'm less bloated.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know why, but I notice like when I stick to Diet Pepsi, I'm like just generally better. I know Diet Pepsi is not really like diet, but
Right.
you know it's better than regular Pepsi.
Right. I think that the other thing too for you, and this goes back to your sleep schedule and like stuff like that. Like we're off on at least one of the days. Like I think that you need to hone in on your sleep schedule because now that you're with, I mean, I hear you guys waking up at 6 a.m. so she can leave.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you got to wake up at 6 a.m., but I know you hit that snoozer. You know what I mean? Like if you wake up on a Monday, we go to the gym. When you can, we pitch in on groceries together. We eat a nice fucking breakfast and lunch together. Do the show.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that that's going to go a lot for you too. I mean, look, I used to think that you were fucking dog shit at water. I'm sure you drink water. That's fine. Well, kind of. That's another thing. It's like water, dude. Like, but no, that for me, to you, the one thing I have noticed is the soda and the energy drinks.
Yeah.
I mean, I give you shit all the time. Like there's episodes where you're ingesting 190 grams of sugar because you had 2 NOS energy drinks.
Yeah.
And I know that they don't hit the same as like the Celsius or like the
Well, there are some. Like I recently tried the NOS Zero,
yeah.
and I actually like it.
Yeah.
Like it actually doesn't taste bad. I also like the Ghost ones,
Mm-hmm.
which are zero sugar. And what Rain is also good.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's some out there. It's just they're not my favorite ones. You know, and I've even had it happen recently because Full Throttle is like my number one go-to.
Yeah.
Like that's my favorite one. But I've even had it to where like when I was drinking like the healthier ones for a while, I would go back to Full Throttle and be like, oh, you know, like this is a lot. So it's like I can teeter it. I think it's just partially just because like I like NOS and like NOS and Full Throttle. I'm just like kind of don't want to get rid of them
Right.
because I like them so much.
Yeah.
But I don't think I don't think energy drinks will be as hard as just regular soda to get rid of. So I'm trying, but I'll try better.
Well, I mean, you just got to tell it to yourself.
Yeah.
How about this? Let's change the subject a little bit.
Okay.
What is one non-fitness New Year's resolution that you want to have?
Hi, Basement Dwellers. This is just a friendly reminder that if you'd like to be a supporter of the show, you can do so at our Patreon at patreon.com/basementdwellerproductions. We have 3 tiers of subscription. You do 5, 10, or 15, also known as the Basement Bay. If you do the $15 subscription, you do also get a one-of-one art piece by yours truly. We'd really appreciate it. We can definitely use the support. So, love you guys.
For the year 2024. And okay, how about this? You tell me, I'll tell you, and then you you say one, and then I'll say one for you that I want to see, and vice versa, but not about fitness.
Okay, so this one just kind of came up recently, and I told you about it. I was looking into being a court artist, a courtroom sketch artist, just because I think that would be a cool job. And it's like you don't even have to really draw good; you just have to draw accurate, you know. And I could do that.
Yeah.
So I was looking into that, and so I think it's gonna be tough. I don't know how much money it costs because I would have to basically make like an LLC and like sell services, you know, like to like law firms and shit. If I do that, but I at least want to get like the LLC set up to where I could sell services as a courtroom sketch artist.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
I want to see you do more freelance art. So kind of the same thing, but I want to see you at like the First Fridays.
Yeah.
I want to see you have an Instagram page for just like your art. Because, I mean, I've been telling you this for a decade. You know how I feel about your artistic abilities.
Yeah.
I want to see that shine. I think that you went to college for a reason,
Yeah.
and we just don't see it. So my goal for you, honestly, is I want to see you sell 2 paintings
Okay.
this year. That's my goal. For me, personally, my other resolution is I want to do photo services for a wedding.
Okay.
That's my New Year's resolution, is I want to do a wedding so bad. I think that I have enough confidence in myself that I could do photo services for an entire wedding, no problem. But just like you, I got to promote myself. I got to make myself a little company. Like but that's mine.
Okay.
What about, all right, you for me.
I want to see. I don't know. I feel like for you, like anything that I have for you goes to the show.
Okay.
Like I want to see our production. It's kind of like an us thing though. Like I want to see like our show production like double. I want to see us get double good. You know.
Yeah.
And I also want to roll out Dungeon Dwellers.
Oh yeah.
So
It's another good one.
I guess that's another good resolution that I have is that I really want to get into animating too, because I want to animate the Dungeon Dwellers episodes and I want to animate a lot of our episodes. So I just really want to get good at that.
Well, eventually, I mean, we're gonna have to get rid of the maquette cases, but I mean, eventually, my computer's gonna be out here.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's all you, you know, like.
Yeah. No, I think I'll have fun with it. I'll have to definitely spend a few sleepless nights trying to fucking.
See, that's the thing, though. Is
Cram.
I don't think you need to. I think so. So here's kind of the thing that I'm getting from all of our resolutions. I think both of us need to be better at time management.
Yeah.
100%, because nothing gets resolved by just not sleeping
Right.
or stewing about it. And I think we both need to just work on the non-lazy factor.
True.
I think that both of us have tasted what it's like to like really see what this can be. And we're kind of just at the top.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we're kind of like we've enjoyed the tip of the iceberg and we're not too interested in digging in because the tip of the iceberg is still very comforting.
Yeah.
Whether it be this show in life, jobs, art, you know, photography, whatever, you know, it's like, I think you and I get really hyper fixated on like the idea. And once we start a mild idea, like, okay, mission accomplished. Like, I think that it would be a good thing. And for everyone listening, you know, like it's not just us up here. I mean, the point, the reason I made this show is because I kind of wanted just to say, you know, what everyone was thinking, you know, in your own life, is that I think that everything has made us very complacent. Like you kind of just have a taste and that's it. And you reward yourself by saying, I did it. And this is the workout thing. This is people who go to the gym 4 days a week in January and they're like, well, I did it.
Yeah.
So February to December, it's like, well, you know. So I think that like, that's kind of the main thing here is that it's just like, we get really just lazy.
Yeah.
You know, I think that we tell ourselves that like we're distracted by life, but like, I think what it comes down to is at the end of the day is if you really want to get it done, I think you're gonna. So that's what I want to see. I just want to see like, because I know there's all these plans, not to speak for
You
you.
just want to see some follow through.
Right.
I feel.
Yeah. I think everyone can relate to that.
Yeah.
Because I'm a firm believer that nobody, like there's no way, you know, you have zero time to go to the gym. You have zero time to learn how to fucking knit.
It's true. It's true. People don't have time, like, not zero time, but you know, it's like, it's just, it's the way life is, man. You know, the way how stressful life is. Like for me personally, it's all about like, I need to devote some of my day to de-stressing. You know, I don't consider the gym or working out de-stressing. I consider that stressing, right? Because I'm at the gym and I'm just like, you know. So it's like, yeah, like if I, you know, went to go see my son and then, you know, I got to work later and then I get home and it's midnight and I got to get a workout in, you know, like after all that, like my day, like I'm so drained. I don't like ending my days drained. You know, I like to spend at least some time at the end of my day doing some little like brain melty thing, you know, like I'm just like, okay, I'm going to play video games for an hour, or I'm going to draw, or I'm going to paint miniatures, or I'm going to do something to just kind of like just bring my volume down, you know? So I think that's where I get, like, I can't go to the gym because I'm like, if I go to the gym, that's like my whole day, you know? And then I'm just going to be pissed after the gym.
Yeah.
So it's like, I know I shouldn't think that way. And I think once I see more results, I'll be more stoked to go to the gym because I'll be like, oh
Yeah,
shit.
I mean, but that's why I do, you know, like this is something that like is so cliche and so like just, you know, but I make my bed every day. I make my bed every single day because
I'm one of those guys.
well, because I read something when
Make
I was
your
in high
bed.
yeah, when I was just in high school, that was just like, if you make your bed, there's an accomplishment for the day.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to drink more water than I was going to. Now I'm going to cook at home. I'm going to take out the trash. I'm going to fucking go to the gym. Like, you know, so like, yeah, like, so with your reasoning, like the way that you look at it, it's like, for me, it's like, I see accomplishing things as the de-stressor.
Yeah.
And that's just how my brain works.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go to the gym. I need to cook for myself. I need to finish a work project. I need to do the show. Like knowing that like I did that and I didn't prolong it is what gives me the de-stressor. This de-stressor.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I don't really play video games anymore.
I feel, yeah.
You know,
Makes
like
sense.
it's just because I'm just like, okay, like I'm done for the day. And now like I get it. It's like there's two lines of thought where it's just like, okay, now I'm so exhausted I can't do the average. Like I'm not gonna go binge watch my show or play Magic Online because I'm fucking tired.
Right.
But like when I do those things and I don't accomplish anything, I'm like, oh, I'm fucking wasting this day.
Yeah.
You know? So it's like I think that we have just like two different like lines of like thought.
No, yeah, and there's ways to get around it for both of our ways of thinking. I mean, it's really just find what works for you, you know? Like I do need to make a better habit of waking up earlier, and if you're available, like go to the gym. Right? Because I mean, I guess even if you're not available, the only thing is like I don't like taking my car to the gym because like fuck my car up everywhere.
Well, don't worry about that. I mean,
yeah, no, I think I could devote more time like in the morning to doing that stuff because like yeah, like you said, like my girlfriend wakes up to go to work like super fucking early in the morning, and like this morning, you know, we woke up at 5 and she was out.
shit, I've been up since 5. I forgot that was today. Like Jesus.
Yeah, and she was out the door at 6, you know, and I could have just stayed up because I got enough sleep.
Yeah. I was gonna say I heard you snoring at like 10 o'clock.
Yeah, we were out like by like 9, I think.
Yeah.
You know, and so like I went. What was that? 9 to 5. What is that?
That's a good solid 8 hours.
Yeah, and then I went back to sleep and I woke up at 11.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like I probably just shouldn't have done that. I probably could have stayed up and worked out, and then I would have had my whole day like ready to go.
So that's the thing I think you need to I think you need to, and this is why I'm stoked that you're starting to get like earlier shifts, is because I think the one thing that's always driven me crazy, you know, outside looking in, was your mentality of I don't want to just wake up and go to work.
Yeah,
It's like, you know, like when you worked at 5, you were up by 1,
yeah,
and then you just kind of did fuck all,
yeah,
went to work, came home, and then all night you did kind of fuck all.
yeah.
So my question was always just like, you know, like your biggest thing was I want to decompress. And so like my whole line of reasoning is on a work day, what was there to decompress from if the rest of your day is just kind of rewatching TV shows and painting minis?
Just work.
Yeah.
Work's the only thing that I want to de-stress from. You know, also like driving. I know like I love driving and I talk about my car all the time, but like every time I have to drive, I have like anxiety.
Oh yeah. I mean, you got a little,
You know.
offense, you got a little shit box. Like,
Yeah, like I'm sure it would be way different if I had a brand new nice car that worked perfectly, you know. But yeah, no, with my car, it's like every time I drive, I always have anxiety. The power steering's out, so that's kind of scary sometimes, you know. Like it's just like I'm like shaky after I'm done driving. You know, I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like days like where I have to go to Mesa or to Buckeye, like, you know, after that long drive, like I just need like an hour to like chill out, you know. But that's also not the only thing. It's also just work itself, because like on top of like me being stressed out about driving, it's like I'm also like finishing my whole shift at work, and then I'm at like, you know what I hate? I hate that thought of like after you're done doing something like that's a pain in the ass, and then you're like, now I have to drive home.
Yeah.
You know, I hate that feeling.
Well, you know, I haven't had to relate to that in 3 years, so I don't know that, you know. And I think that's where our worlds collide in a way, where it's just like, and this is something that like I can't relate to anyone in this house. You know, it's like everyone's always like, oh, you get to stay home and stuff like that, but it's like I have to stay home.
Yeah.
So it's like I kind of just like, you know, dishes.
Yeah, that drove me
fucking-
crazy when I had that job. Like
Yeah.
staying home all day, like drove me insane.
And it does for me too. And this is why, like, and I know you've told me in the past, like, where you're just like, do you want to just like smell the roses? It's like, dude, I spend all day.
That's true, but also at your job, you're not glued to your computer.
So that's true.
You know, the position that I had at that place, like I had to be at my computer the whole time.
Right.
And
I do
that
make my own
sucks.
schedule. Yeah, I make my
That
own schedule.
sucks. Yeah.
Right.
So the fact that you're able to like just kind of chill out, watch TV, and then like you get a
Do a
call,
meeting.
You get a call like every like hour and a half or something. you know?
Right, yeah. So I understand that. So I guess like the way that I look at it is that at one point I have to do something
Yeah.
because I feel like, for lack of a better term, I feel like a bored housewife.
Yeah.
You know, so I understand where you come from, but I can't comprehend where there's like the decompress because, like, you know, I agree
Well,
with
that's
you.
what's decompressing for me. Like I said, like brain melts, dude. Like I want to watch TV, I want to pay miniatures, and I want to turn my brain off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's it.
See, but I feel like I don't know if you want to call it like the toxic idea, but I'm a firm believer that anything that's worth its weight in gold,
Uh-huh.
there's no time to do that.
True.
You know, we say all the like we're no longer really in good standings with Scaredycast,
Uh-huh.
but I gotta say, I mean, the work ethic of those dudes
Yeah.
is insane.
Yeah.
And not only is one of them a father that has 2 kids that and a fucking life,
Yeah.
but I mean, the guy's fucking streaming, the guy's doing his fucking shows, the guy, I mean, it's like it doesn't stop.
Yeah.
And I think my biggest fear is I just don't want that to be us when we're 45.
Yeah.
So that's what concerns me about my life. You know, like my dad always looks back at it and says like, oh, I wish I would have done this, that, and the other. And I think that's what fuels me so much. And I think that's why I can't just stop. Because I'm afraid if I stop, I die. You know what I mean? like a shark. Like, you know?
That's fair. That's totally fair. And like I've definitely had that thought before. Like one of the thoughts that always like fucks me up is like, you know, I'm gonna be 30 next year. You know.
Oh,
And,
fuck, me too.
Yeah, I'm gonna be 30, and I remember when my parents were 30.
Right.
You know, and I remember they had their shit. I mean, they were still struggling, but they had their shit way more together than I do now.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a shitty feeling just having that like I'm doing worse than my parents did, you know. And I know that's not
Yeah.
that's not a good way to think about things, to compare yourself to your parents, but
Yeah.
it is, you know. Like it's just I don't know. I sometimes like I wish like I wasn't like, you know, the artsy fartsy guy who like wanted to try to make a living doing art stuff.
Yeah.
Because you know, like my dad's dream job was being a cop,
No.
and he went and did it and got it done like by the time he was 25,
Retired
26?
early.
And retired early. Yeah. You know, my mom's always wanted to work in the medical field, and she's still going. She's still going to school. You know, she just got her bachelor's, and she still wants to keep going to school and learn new things and learn new branches in the medical field. So it's like, fuck, man. Like, I wish I was born with that kind of drive, you know? Like, where I was just like, I don't care what I do. I just want to make money doing it. You know? And that's just, I just can't feel that way. I feel like if I was to get a job as a cop, I would hate it.
No.
You know, I would hate that job. I feel like if I was to get a job in the medical field, I would hate it. Right? I don't know why.
That's not your dream.
You're right. You're right. So that's what I'm saying. It's like it's weird, like to know that like I'm wanting to pursue art or something artistic like as a career, and that's just harder to do from what I've been able to see.
Do you ever fear that doing your dream is going to one day feel like work and it's going to make you lose your love?
It depends. It depends. Like, if I was to have an art job, I think I would lose passion for it. If I was doing like, I don't know, like if they were like, you have to paint this same painting 17 times so we could sell it at TJ Maxx.
But what if it
You
was
know?
like, I don't know. I'm trying my best to kind of, because I feel like with artists and freelance artists, it's like, you know, when the muse takes you, that's your painting. But I'm saying like, if you were to do like what do you call it? Like a portrait of somebody, and here's the deadline. It's like, ugh, I don't want to do this, dude. Like this feels like work. Like,
So with portraits, I do see that happening. If my job was just to draw portraits of people, then I can see that getting pretty stale pretty quick. Just because, yeah, I mean, with drawing, it's like, with drawing or painting, it's like, it goes as fast or as slow as I want it to, you know? So I do definitely see myself eventually being like, all right, I'm just going to say that's done. You know, like just kind of fuck it off. That's why I kind of like the idea of being a court sketch artist because, you know, I learned like the way they do it is like you get hired on by like news organizations or law firms if they need specific parts of the court case like like visually documented. Like they'll be like, okay, so like when the defendant gives his deposition, we want you to draw that. We want a picture of that. You know, so then all I gotta do is just post up with my little markers and my pastels, right? And then as soon as the deposition starts, I just start, you know, just start speed drawing it. And I like that idea because I know that people will look at like courtroom sketches and be like, wow, that's amazing. That looks great. And they do, right? From my set of eyes, I can tell that they're done incredibly fast, right? Because if you look real closely at a courtroom sketch, it's a lot of like random squigglies and little, you know, splashes of color here, not really in the lines, but like, you know, and then like define everything with like stark black outlines. You know, it's a speed drawing because they have to do it in like 5 minutes, you know? So I think that would be like, I don't know how to explain it. It would be like quick enough and different enough every time to where like I would stay interested in it. Yeah. You know, I just think the hard part would be like marketing myself.
I think that's what beats me up the most is for me, it always feels like work. And that's where I get this mental disconnect of this goes from something that I love to an expectation. You know, like the jobs I had. You know, I remember telling you, it's like, I have to get this done. I have to get this done. And I hated that.
Yeah.
And then I had this like feeling in my soul, like that I was just like, this isn't what I wanted. Like, you know, but it's just like, you know.
Well, I think with you, I think you really like the picture taking part of it. And the videography part of it, I think you hate the editing part.
Dude, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's the absolute worst is the editing part. And I think that's why I've done this show for as long as I have, because any opportunity that I've just been like, hey, like this is done, like I'm kind of over it, like whatever, at least the fucking podcast takes 5 minutes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's the editing part because I'm such a perfectionist that it's just like I want this to go here, this, that, and the other. And it's yeah, man. Like, I think I'm just afraid because I found something that, like, in the first time and, like, since I've discovered music, like, I found something that I love.
Yeah.
And I don't want to wake up one day and be like, this sucks. Like, and that's what's the hardest part. And you beat yourself up emotionally and mentally because, you know, you're 30 years old, which everyone's going to tell you. Everyone 31 and older is going to tell you, like, oh, like, you still got time and stuff like that. But it's just like, dude, like, time is the enemy.
30 is definitely the age where you're like, I got time, but I don't. It's running out fast.
You know, statistically, the way that we live our lives, we're half dead.
Yeah.
More or less, you know, and on top of that, randomalities can just happen.
Yeah.
You know, and so these are the things that I think of, and I'm sure that everyone listening has thought of, whether it doesn't matter what you do, you be a fucking phlebotomist, and you're just like, this is my fucking legacy. Like,
Yeah.
so it's tough. Like, it's tough. And I think that's where a lot of the laziness comes from. And this is why, you know, like looking back at like what I said at the beginning, where I was like, oh, we've touched the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot of comfortability in just making a settlement on the tip.
Yeah.
And it's scary to go past that, you know, and because after that is failure.
Yeah.
And you don't want to think about failing.
No.
Like life is so hard right now. Like, I'm trying not to get emotional, but like the last thing you want to do is fail. Like it just, you know, exactly like you said, it hit me so hard. Like, you know, I don't think my dad ever did what he wanted to do because he was busy being a dad.
Yeah.
And I want to do that because I'm not a dad. By this time, if I was my dad, by this time I'd have a 7-year-old and a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
And fuck, man, like I just don't want to look back and think like I fucking failed.
I don't think you will. Honestly, I don't think you will. Because I think at the end of the day, even if, you know, 9 out of 10 of your pursuits don't work out, like you have so many things that you're working on, you know? Like you've got photography, you've got videography, you've got the show, you got your job that you're doing well at, you know, like music, you know? Oh, speaking of music, in a second. But I think like you're enough of a go-getter to where like, I don't think like these are like the things that you're going to stick with for the rest of your life either. I think you're going to find new interests and new hobbies and new potential career paths You know, I think you're just that kind of person. You're just always looking for that kind of stuff, right? And I think there's gonna be new things that spark your interest. You might not even know it. You might be a fucking future yoga instructor, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it's just like, you are a man of like, I don't know what you would call it, but like, you develop interests and you stick to those interests for as long as you can take them, you know? So I think even if, you know, most of your interests work out, I know for a fact that one of those will end up paying off for you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you got to. I mean, like, what else is there? You know, like, you can't, you know, and this is why, fuck, I mean, this is supposed to be our last episode of the year, but it's like, I'm not trying to be a fucking bummer about it, but it's like, this is why I've never once in my life had the thought of really killing myself. Because, like, nothing is better or nothing is worse than being dead.
Yeah.
You know, like you know, and it's like you could get really introspective about it and be like, well, you were allowed to be born. You know, like the fucking, like this thing I saw on Neil deGrasse Tyson. He was just like, think about how, like, you won the lottery being here.
Yeah.
And I'm sure our parents went through the same thing. I know that we talk about, you know, like, oh, the fucking rent's too high and gas is too expensive and groceries are too out of fucking hand. But other than that, it's like you gotta fucking believe in something. Like, because what's the alternative? To not?
Yeah.
Like, it sucks.
No, you're 100% right. And I think, I don't know. I don't get too down on yourself about it, dude. I think you're doing good. I think you're doing good, and I think you're pursuing all of your interests more so than people generally do. More so than I do, for sure. Fuck. So, I mean, don't get down on yourself, man.
I just want to be a good boy. That's all. And I want people to listen to this show, and I want people to understand that, especially in a time that the internet is just so full of making yourself self-conscious and seeing people who, you know.
Oh my God. Speaking of making yourself self-conscious, if I could interrupt you really quick.
Yeah, what's
I
up?
saw a Crest commercial today.
Yeah.
Crest toothpaste. And you know what they fucking did in this commercial? She was like, oh, are your teeth looking whiter than normal? She's like, because you've been using Crest. She's like, have you done the napkin challenge? And she holds up a stark white bleached napkin. And she like holds it to her teeth. She's like, oh, still a little yellow. I should try switching to Crest whitenings, whatever. And I was like, dog, really? Like, they're expecting us to have bleach white napkin colored teeth.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, you were talking about like how like the media will make you self-conscious. And I'm like, that's fucking stupid.
Oh yeah, dude. Like the fucking like the Beard Club commercials I get on like TikTok and stuff. That's just like no, I think I brought
Do you
it
have
up.
a gay ass thinning beard?
No, and they're like
Do your balls smell like a swamp on a Tuesday in August?
Our studies show that the biggest red flag in women is a patchy beard.
Yeah.
Like what?
That's like one of their actual marketing things.
Yeah, it is. And that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, in a time that we literally are attached to a machine that makes you feel horrible about yourself, it's like this is the reason the show exists is to just be about like dude, like it doesn't matter. Like I look at fucking Izzy. Izzy fucking, you know, check out that episode with fucking Izzy and you know, Poppy Roscoe. Like the dude had a dream to move to Los Angeles. He fucking did it, and now he performs at the Roxy. You look at one of our closest friends of all time, Aaron. My man just has loved RuneScape his entire life. And now the guy has fucking he's fucking Twitch affiliated. Like you look at people like in my own personal life. Like I have a girl, I don't even remember her fucking name, but I have her on Facebook and I used to work with her and she makes her own fucking jewelry. Like you have to have something.
Well, yeah, you just gotta kind of in a world where, because you like, you know, like there ain't no fucking jobs out there.
Yeah.
Like that's one thing that I've noticed. Like there are no jobs. I like have been looking around for like a decent paying job. Like I have warehouse experience, I have customer service experience, I have manager experience, right? And I look for jobs, you know, like that should only require those things.
Yeah.
You know, but then they're also like, oh, we want you to have 2 years, you know, in this job field. You need to have at least a bachelor's degree, you know, like to go fucking manage a fucking Dollar General. Like, are you for real? You know, like, so I'm noticing more and more that jobs are getting more and more prissy with what they require of their employees. to where I'm just like, fuck that, dude. I'd rather just work for myself.
Yeah.
You know, so that's why another reason why I want to do the whole courtroom sketch thing. That's why I want to get into animation, because I know that if I actually hone those skills in, like, I don't need to work for anybody. I could just make my own company and pay myself.
Right.
So I think you could do that too with the stuff that you're doing.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, dude, fuck corporation. Let's go be our own corporations.
Look, guys,
Watch out for Big Christian. That's what I'm saying. You know.
it ain't getting easier for anybody. And if it's one piece of advice the Dwellers can give you, a guy who barely fucking graduated high school and a guy who's a fucking
art school flunky?
an art school flunky can tell you is that you got to find some solace in the world. And there's 1,000,001 reasons why you're going to tell yourself that you can't do something. But there's always going to be that one fucking reason that's going to really, just whatever inspires you, whether it be your fucking partner, your kid, your parents, your job, your friends, your best friends, your fucking grandma. It doesn't matter. Like, you got to do something. And with uncertain times like this, fuck, man. I mean, we're probably gonna go to war. Like, you know, you need to really just nail it on the head, man. Like that's all. I mean, that's really how we end the new year. And now it's time again.
Oh no.
To once again, ladies and gentlemen, really hold on. You know what? No, this deserves the full love that we did last year. And to everybody who has followed us throughout the years, we're on year 2.5 of this glorious fucking show, and we're gonna end with some positivity.
But
and
look at
love.
us though. Look at how much better it is now.
This is where
compared
we
to last
go.
year.
This is where we go from here. Look, fuck the haters. All right, fuck your own insecurities. We have had a rough year. Everybody, there's a fucking war in Palestine and Jerusalem right now. Babies are dying. Gas is too expensive. You can't afford your fucking rent. And I'm here to tell you that it's up to you to control your own destiny. You're going to die one year, and I hate to hear it, but it's going to happen. Jacob and Christian are either going to die fat and miserable, or we're going to leave back a sexy corpse. I'm going to avoid fast food as long as I can. Christian's gonna get up when he's fucking supposed to and go to the gym. And I'm here to say this: fuck your parents, fuck your job, fuck Joe Biden, fuck whoever takes his old ass place, fuck that the McRib isn't coming back till who knows when, fuck gas prices, fuck your neighbor's dog who won't stop barking. At the end of the day, you need to make it right for you. And I hope that you have a happy new year. And I know that Christian hopes that you have a happy new year. And we are going to see you for as long as we can. Episode Who Gives a Shit. Happy New Year from the Basement Dweller. We love you so very much. Here's to another year. And forever and always, we are going to be here for you, the people, because that's who we do this for. All right? I love you.
I love you
and
too,
here's
bud.
a drink to everybody.
Woo!
Have a good night. Tip your waitress. Get home safe. If you have a DUI first at the beginning of the year, you're a fucking moron. Fucking don't knock up that lady. You know it's not worth it, okay? Don't be a daddy. Lord knows you still have holes in your underwear, okay? And just God bless you. God bless America, and we will see you next year. Take care, everybody.
If you like what you heard, type it to their Instagram and Twitter. The information's right below with their email.
It's time you bit the bullet and started caring about something with all your heart and energy.
Be sure to log into the channel by subscribing and check out the previous episodes. But until then, we'll see you next week with a new one. We out for now.